What does it look like to be a strong woman?
Women have the capacity to hold on to things. That's why we are women. We can womb a lot of things. A woman alone can do multiple tasks without not falling. A woman alone has the strength to wound a lot of things. A woman is naturally strong to endure.
Endurance.
But that doesn't mean that the ability of a woman is to endure pain. When a woman is able to endure pain, she's seen as a strong woman. But the strength of a woman alone is not her ability to endure pain. A woman can rebuild. A woman can rise up above challenges. A woman can establish a lot of things. Pain is within. It's not written on our face. You cannot tell how much pain this person has endured. Most of us have a way of communicating our pain out, and most of us will not even talk about it. We'll just handle it the way we feel it should be.
There's a kind of strength that women carry that looks so admirable from the outside, especially women who have been through quite a lot. Today we're going to explore that. Welcome to Builders Circle. This is a space where we have spirit-led conversations about life, about what it truly means to build as a woman. Today, I'll be talking with my mom, Prophetess Mabel Zango. So today we'll be having a conversation about strength of a woman, what it means to carry it, and what it means behind that mask of strength. When you fail, the tears that you cry, when you are alone in your room and your pillow is wet. We're going to go straight into it. My name is Barbara, and I'm here with my mother, Prophetess Mabel Zango. Let's dive straight into it. Hi, Mommy.
Hi.
You ready?
Ever ready.
Say something to your viewers.
Hi. Thank you, Barbara, for having me, and thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be here today.
Yeah.
And, I know we both are going to have a great time together.
Yeah. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to your makeup artist. How are you feeling today?
Good.
I like your makeup and your hair, everything. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Shout out to your makeup artist for doing a great job, Emmanuel. And your hair is by...
God is with us.
Your hair is by Hennessy by P, right? Anyway, hair by myself, makeup by myself, naturally made by God. Anyway, today we are talking about the strength of a woman and the mask behind strength. So the first thing that I want us to explore is what it means, right, for women to come off as strong. First of all, what does it look like to be a strong woman?
Thank you, Barbara. I think a strong woman is naturally born. Because the Bible tells us that when a man was created, a man was not complete until a woman was created to be a helpmate to the man. So a man alone cannot be by himself, but a woman alone can be by. So naturally, women have the capacity to hold on to things. That's why we are women. We can womb a lot of things. We can hold on to a lot of things. So naturally, a woman is born strong.
So that's what it means to be a strong woman.
Yeah, naturally.
We just naturally are born into it. We are created into it.
We are born into having capacity to house a lot of things. And so a woman alone can do multiple tasks without not falling, because naturally you are a helpmate, and we all know what a help is. A help is someone who is there to assist. You are always there for everyone. You are there for the community, there for your family, there for your husband. And so a woman alone has the strength to wound a lot of things.
Okay.
You know.
I a woman alone has the strength to womb a lot of things. So now let's now that we've established that women are naturally strong, which means naturally we are even meant to be independent on our own. Just like you said, that we can survive on our own, but men cannot survive on their own. That's why when you go to a man's house, there's a difference. And then when you go to a bachelor's house, there's a difference. And when you go to a woman who's there's someone a spinster or something, there's a difference, right? Even just in the organization and all of that. Beautiful. So now that we know that, I want us to look at, let me give you a story. I'm a woman. I'm married, right? And I've been through so much in my marriage. Maybe my husband cheats on me. I'm having in-law issues. I mean, my children are not being the best of children. So many things are going on. And sometimes people know just little bits of it, but nobody ever knows the full picture, right? And I go to work. I'm also maybe a boss or something like that. At work, I'm being undermined. I understand that I have goals to meet, objectives, expectations. It's like everywhere I am, there's so much pressure on me. You know, that expectation for me to come off so put together, right? What do you think about women like that? Because then when we hear such stories, the first thing everybody says is, wow, you're so strong, you're such a strong woman. But I want us to look at that woman beyond that strength. I want us to look at her behind the mask. What does she go through? If you can even use yourself as an example, that's also fine. But let's explore what those kind of women are going through.
You see, like I said earlier, a woman is naturally strong to endure.
Endurance.
But that doesn't mean that the ability of a woman is to endure pain. So society always see a woman to be the kind who should always endure pain. And when a woman is able to endure pain, she's seen as a strong woman. But, you know, the strength of a woman alone is not her ability to endure pain. A woman can rebuild. A woman can rise up above challenges. A woman can, you know, can establish a lot of things. You know, like you said, as a career woman, you go to work and there's a lot of pressure on you. You will see that woman displacing that pain into certain things that people might not understand. They will just say, this woman is mean. But in her own within, because pain is within, it's not written on our face. You cannot tell how much pain this person has endured. And so most of us have a way of bringing out our pain or communicating our pain out. And most of us will not even talk about it. We'll just handle it the way we feel it should be. And so society will see such a woman to be so strong, and they don't define the woman by the good things that the woman does. You know, like being a boss. She's the same person a wife. She's the same person a mother. She's the same person, you know, so she's multitasking. And all this stress is on her. And especially if her relationship is not going well, that is when everything about her is totally unfair, because she cannot explain, and people would take advantage of such a woman and make it sound as if it's not, you know, she is the weakest or mean, or she's not even the good woman. That's what they always say. She's not a good one because she refused to be bullied. She refused to take in pain. She refused to endure more than her capacity. Women like that are seen as mean, as, you know, and people will brand you as, you know, their own words.
Yeah. So beyond that, right? Why do you think women cover up that pain?
So this comes a woman being a builder.
Mm-hmm.
Because naturally, like I said earlier, woman is born to be a helpmate.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when you have, let's assume you have a helpmate or a maid in your home.
Mm-hmm.
She does everything. She does the cleaning, she does the cooking, she does the washing, she does the market, goes to market, that's everything. You, the madam or master, you don't know how she is able to bring about all these things. Because in the morning, she'll be the first person to be up, to clean, to cook, to do this. And then in the evening, the last person to go to bed. And so you wonder, how is she able to do all this?
So, we've spoken about what it means for a woman to be strong. And you've established that women are strong by design. That's how God created us. We are independent. We can survive on our own, with or without a man. But sometimes certain women feel like they can't live alone. They feel like they depend, or their identity comes from staying with a man and all of that. But beyond that, right, I want us to look at this. When a woman is strong, right, or she comes off as a strong woman, what goes through her mind? I want us to explore that, right? What do you think happens that shapes her to become that woman?
Thank you, Barbara. Sometimes when a woman looks strong or comes out strong, there's a lot of things that I know or believe that woman goes through. One is the societal pressure. Everybody sees you to be doing well. And so you don't want to show that side of you that you cannot do it.
Yeah.
So you want to prove to people that I can do this, I can handle this.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is also the emotional,
Side of it.
You want to be seen as strong. And so you don't want people to see the other side of your weakness. I can do this, I can do this. Because society see a woman who can endure as strong.
Yeah.
And so if you come out with what you cannot endure or what you would not accept, you are seen as weak or something else. They will brand you with something that will fit in with you.
Yes.
And so I think that one of the reasons why women wants to prove themselves is the fact that society always sees a woman to be strong. And so she wants that, brand to be on her, that I can do this, I can hold on to it.
You said something that really is important, and I think we need to talk about it, is that women, right, because of what people say about us, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to meet up to those expectations. So I know someone like I don't want to mention names, but she's a celebrity, and she has been tagged as a feminist because she speaks her mind. She says, I don't like this, I'm not going to be part of it. Or if somebody does something wrong, she calls the person out, straight out. You understand? That kind of person is a strong woman, right? But when you see the backlash that she faces, oh, she's disrespectful, she's this, she's that. I mean, I don't know how she feels when she goes to bed, but I want to believe that every woman should be able to speak her mind freely, and not try to impress anyone. Because that pressure of trying to fit into the world comes from what's the word? Pressure.
Yeah. So, like you said, this societal pressure that they give to women, the stigma that women have to go through if you refuse to be whom society wants you to be, then that means you cannot fit in.
Yeah.
because everywhere you go, you'll be judged.
Yeah.
So many women would rather, coiled into themselves than to come out strong. And because it's not every woman that can hold on to the backlash.
But why though?
That is how our society has created us in a place where if you are not this way, then
You see,
you are not a strong woman.
I've personally gone through certain situations. I'll never forget. I was in school back then, and something so minimal, like we are playing a game, right? It was a church campus fellowship, yes, and we were playing a game. I was the one, what do you call it, moderating the game, and the guys was guys versus girls, right? And the guys were trying to cheat. And then I insisted that no, you cannot cheat your way in this game. And lo and behold, our pastor came to me and he told me that, Barbara, you cannot. He said it in Tree like we are bar and say obey on din sa. Like straight to my face. Yeah, calm down. Like brown kakra. Just allow them to do what they have to do. Women, you see that kind of thing, right? That is my personality.
Already he feels that a woman should endure.
Yes. You see, so I'm a woman. I'm already coming off as this is who I am, right? And somebody is sitting somewhere telling me that I'm being too strong on them, that me or I should learn how to compose myself and learn how to keep quiet and allow people to do things however they want to do. But I think it's high time we break away from that. And women should find themselves, like really stand your ground as a woman and defend yourself no matter who, no matter where you are.
See, in a society where everybody is going on that direction and you want to take the other direction, you have to be prepared. Because if you are not prepared, you get stuck at some point. And so for you to be different in a whole group of people, you have to have your tools. You have to really be strong, to make that change. Because our society has made it to be like a woman don't have a voice. A woman can make a choice. A woman cannot build. A woman's strength is, endure pain. Let the others do what they want to do to you and you just be there. The moment you began to speak out, you are being seen as wicked, disrespectful, like you said earlier, rude, But it is about time that we understand that.
Yes.
God did not just create a woman to endure. God created us to be a helper. And being a helper means you have the capacity to create anything, to rebuild, to transform, to bring about a good, to bring about the good in you. You get what I'm saying? But because you are being told to be strong by taking in everything that comes in, a lot of us will not really show the gift that God has given us. And so I think that it is not the woman, it's how society wants the woman to be. And we also have given in to society.
Yes, and that's the narrative I'm trying to push, that you are more than what society says you are.
We are.
You are bigger than what even they've written down that women can be. You are bigger than that. And so wash it away from yourself.
It's not that easy, Barbara.
Yes.
Let me give you this example. When I was younger, when I first got married to your dad, I remember one night he went out and came very late. And at that time, his aunt was in the house. His aunt came to visit. So then I went to complain to her that he won't come now. That's what he does. When he goes out with his friends, he comes late. The woman just said, but he provides food in the house. Haven't you eaten? You have cooked his food for him. And when he comes, you will eat. Why do you want him to come and sit in the house and do for you? So you see, right there, when he goes out, I don't have to complain. Because if I complain to her the next time, she'll be like, this woman like nagging. Anytime her husband goes out, she wants to know where he is and all that. So then I just have to take in. Okay, anytime he goes out, it's okay. He's with his friends.
You accepted it.
You asked. You have to.
Why do you have to?
Because I was expecting a mother figure like her to call her son down and say, hey, you can't do that. You're a family man. Don't go out too long. When you are with your friends, remember you're a family. Come home. But this is a woman who is defending her son.
Yeah.
So who am I? Because it's me against
the world.
So you see why some women will rather just hold on to our peace than being creating war around your circles.
I don't. I beg to differ. I think yes, there are some times where you hold your peace. And there are times where if it means going to war, then you go to war.
So I think one thing that I think I see when you are younger, especially this generation, what you guys will not take, our generation, it was nothing.
Yeah.
You can't go and tell your mother, oh, my husband. You see, what they defined as a strong woman in their days is not what we define today as a strong woman. Because in my mother's time, a woman cannot tell your husband, don't do this, don't go here, you have to do this together. No, you don't have a voice.
Yeah.
It's what your husband says in the house. It's final. But today's woman, we want to contribute, we want to be able to communicate.
Now there's democracy.
And the men ask, what do you bring to the table? So, that kind of thing. And so, I think that generations also
plays
a big part on the kind of a woman we should be.
Yes.
But I believe that as a woman, you should know who you are, because self-worth really boosts your energy. It makes you to sell yourself. You know yourself, and you will not allow anybody to suppress you.
Yeah.
So it's individual differences.
I also think there's a time where you can be a fool. And a fool, yes.
A fool, you mean?
Yeah, a fool, like FOOL.
Oh, yeah.
And a time where you can be wise.
Yeah.
You just know when to play your game.
Yeah.
But never let those pressures, those expectations of other people cajole you into being somebody that you are not, where now you have to mask strength when truly behind the scenes you are falling apart. You get what I'm saying? Because there are certain women who are directors. Nobody can approach them. Nobody. She's in the office, all right. We cannot go to the office because director is there. This woman, she's like this. Like Charlie, they are shaking. Even men are shaking before they can enter the director's office. Strength beyond strength.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, yeah, because see, Barbara, what you're saying, such a person, only God knows what she's going through.
Yes.
I remember there was a time I saw a young lady. She went to work, and then after work she went to pick her child up from daycare. The child was in her back. She got home. She was carrying the baby in her back straight to kitchen, was cooking. The husband was watching TV, which is a common thing, here in Africa. Common thing for a woman to go to work, come, carry her child in her back, go to kitchen, cook for her husband to come and eat. She'll still serve him, and he'll eat, leave the dishes, and he'll come. But where we come from, it's never like that.
Yeah.
But if such a woman says no, she'll be seen as lazy, disrespectful, not honoring her husband, that kind of thing. And then she's not a strong woman.
But then how does that relate to you in the office? That you
Because
have
already by the
you have
time she
become
gets
married jata.
No,
in
by the
the
time
office.
she gets to the office, she's already tired. She's tired, and then a secretary comes. Oh, you need to sign this document. The PA comes. The other day, I've scheduled you for. Please give me time. some people don't know how to use the police. They're already burning. They're already burning. And so they will displace what they are going through without even knowing it. Most of them don't even know they are doing that. But if you draw their attention to it, it takes someone who is bold to tell her that, look, you are being too much. You need to calm down. And then sometimes when she's giving that alert, she would calm down and reassess her life. What is going on with me? You know, and adjust her life. But many a times people will not even share it. And she might not even, she's ignorant about what she's going through. Sometimes she's going through psychological breakdown. Sometimes there's a lot that she's going
insecurity.
through. Insecurity, you might not even know.
And
so it's always good that when you see someone going through that, master the courage and draw the person's attention. When you do that, it helps. Some people will not take it lightly, but others will do. Especially those who don't know, they are drowning.
I used to, let me share a personal story. I used to work at a certain company in Ghana, and it is known, I hope she watches this one day, by the way. It is known that the CEO's wife is a married jata. Everybody avoids her as much as they can. Nobody wants to have a conversation with her. Nobody wants to work with her. Everybody just keeps a distance. Why? Because she would tell you her peace of mind right there and then. Whether she knows you, she doesn't know you, whatever it is. Now, I knew of her, but I never interacted with her. So one day, I went to the bathroom. At the time, we were in a small office like that. I went to the bathroom, and it was just one bathroom for both male and females. So I left the door open because when I went in, somebody had used the place. So I sprayed the place and then left the door open so that air can go into it. Unfortunately, where the bathroom is, the kitchen is also like right next to it, like this, adjacent. So should I say unfortunately for me again, when I left the place, the bathroom, and I went to sit down, somebody just came to tap me, Barbara, who so and so is calling you. I went, she was at the door. Are you the one who just used this place? I said yes. Shut the door. And then she just went, like, with so much anger, authority. And then I was like, shut the door. Okay, fine. Right? So I interpreted it like she has a problem with me, or she doesn't know how to communicate. So I told myself that I'm going to go talk to her. I spoke to some of my colleagues, and some of them were like, oh, this woman, that's how she is. Just leave her alone. Just leave her. So I attempted. I went to her. She said she's busy. 3 times. The 3rd time, I saw that she was clearly busy, but I went to her and I said, I need to have a conversation with you. I want to know whether you have a problem with me, because the way you spoke to me, I don't appreciate it. And she was like, oh, no, it's not that she has a problem with me. She just the kitchen was right next to it and it wasn't nice, so she just wanted me to close the door, blah blah blah. And I said, yes, I understand where you're coming from, but the way and manner you approached me was very hostile. You get what I'm saying? So right there and then I told her that what she did, I didn't like it. Guess what? Back to back 3 times after that, HR kept calling me. Madam has reported you about this. Madam said you are not dressing well. Madam said, so she put me on her radar. You get what I'm saying? Such a woman, I mean, there are stories. I don't know what is going on in her house. I don't really care. But I've also had instances where she also practically insults people. She tells her employees that her housemaids dresses better than them. If you tell your employee that, what are you saying? Say, go and do your... Yes, I understand some people may not dress properly, but to the extent where you tell an employee that your housemaid dresses better and that it's your salary that is paying their school fees and that they should go and do whatever you say. If you are not doing it, then you should be ready to quit. Those kind of things, is it strength at all?
You see, so that's one thing that I believe, that there should be a channel to always discuss or, solve problems like this, because is way beyond boundary. You cannot tell your employee, my maid dresses better than
Yes.
you. You are practically telling the person she's bush. She
Yeah.
doesn't know herself. And then when you do that, you are displacing your
Yes,
problems on her.
displacement.
And then when that happened, she would also be emotionally, hurt, because her mental health, you should be thinking about it. Already there's exhaustion. The person is working, she's tired, and you come and tell her she's not dressed well. She's worried about what you said to her, and she probably also had some issues at home.
Yeah.
So, and this is a woman. A man will be a little polite when he wants to address things like that. But I see that certain behaviors are it's how you were raised, because or people just can't draw the line. They feel insecure when they see someone being smart and or somebody has something they don't have.
True.
So they get intimidated and they don't know how to bring you down. So they will either use verbal abuse, they will either, criticize every little thing you do.
Yeah.
They would make you feel
Less of yourself.
Less of yourself, so that they would, ride on your, self.
So that is not strength then. What she's displaying
No
is not
strong
strength.
woman will do that. Every strong woman,
You are secured
you
in
are
yourself.
secured in yourself. You are happy of yourself.
Yes.
And so you try to share happiness everywhere you find yourself. Because some of us, we have our own issues.
Yes.
We have our own problems. But whenever I meet someone, you don't see problems on my face. You see love. You see happiness.
Yes.
I share.
Yes.
I am happy. And so I do not allow my problem to define my being, who I am. Because I am naturally a happy person.
It's so true, mommy. Because there are also young women, and I know some of them. They are bosses, women who don't like them because the young girls dress better than them to work. Simply. And so because of that, they give them more work, or they'll not even give them work at all. Just because the girl dresses nicer than
They
you.
feel threatened. But what they should do is that get a cycle. Add young women to your cycle. And then learn from them. Whilst they are learning, you have no idea. Those young women could be learning from her. Maybe they dress good, but there are certain qualities that she has, those young women don't have. And so she should rather bring them closer to her circle. Learn from them whilst they are learning from you.
Rather than trying to bring them down.
Trying to bring them down.
It's
Because
true.
one day they are going to be in her seat. And they will adapt what she did to them.
Yeah,
And they will even be worse.
it's true.
So sometimes people's behavior is from society, what they pick from society, and what they themselves embedded, what they've gone through, maybe childhood trauma.
They
something
didn't
like
heal from it.
They didn't heal from childhood trauma, and so many things
It's
would
true.
let them behave certain ways,
It's very true.
And talking about behaviors. In America, you meet someone, the person will be nice. You get too close, you realize that this person is even cuckoo. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in Africa, because we don't go to hospital for them to check our mental health,
It's true.
you could be dealing with a crazy person, but
It's true.
you don't know.
It's very
And
true.
when they are displacing all these things, you will think, why is this person mean?
Yeah.
She's probably going through a divorce. You don't know. She's probably going through maybe her child or something. Something is going on. But she's not giving way to advice or professional counseling.
Yeah.
So she feels that I'm a boss. I can always tell my subordinates whatever I want.
So then we also need to cut people some slack. When someone is displacing or acting bad or nasty towards you, instead of saying that this person she's married jata, she's whatever, rather say maybe this person is going through a lot.
No. When you do that, you are taking in what you are not supposed to. She's going through a lot. It's not your problem.
Okay.
That's her problem.
Okay.
The fact that she's going through a lot doesn't mean you should also go through her
Make
problem.
excuses for her.
You get what I'm saying? She should know how to handle her problems.
Okay.
So that she would not,
Bring it on
bring
you.
it on you.
That's
because
so
it is
true.
not your problem.
Yeah.
And we all have our problem. If everybody brings their problem to the table, then we'll be animals on the street, just eating each other whenever we feel like
Yeah.
it. But we should understand that we all have our
We are all
differences.
adults. You are saying that instead of cutting whoever is oppressing you slack, you should rather create a boundary. But someone will be sitting there saying, a young girl will say, hey, this is my madam. If I go and create a boundary with my madam, then I'm saying that I want to lose my job. Because who can create a boundary, then your madam will come and, like me, imagine if she had reported me and then HR will also write it and third strike, they say, madam, you've faulted so and so times, it's time for us to let you go. What should she do then?
You see, I believe every organization has conflicts resolution channel that workers can can go and report whatever they are not happy. So one of the healthy channels that I'm talking about, or boundaries that I'm talking about, is to go through
the proper
channel. 2, if the person still not, write a letter. That is number 2. Number 3, go above that. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Write to the headquarters of your company.
Write an email and CC the CEO.
CC CEO. Whichever boundary you would use, so that you would have evidences, people that can be there to say this went on and she didn't like it, she tried to address it this way, she was sidelined and she went further. Accountability.
Yes.
Because where there is no accountability, I said, there's insecurity. And so there should always be a line between a boss and a subordinate. Because some bosses really abuse their power of authority.
So you see, that's why I keep saying this, right? In Africa, it looks like being the boss means you are hey, I say move this, do that, do this. So that strength, especially when it comes to women in leadership, I don't know if that is really strength, because strength should be that, number one, like you said, be secured in yourself. Also be yourself.
Know yourself.
Don't carry your house problem to the job, or even if it's the job that is causing you to be unhappy, don't displace, because there's a particular person that or people that is causing that problem, but you should find a professional way to deal with it. Now in Ghana, most institutions are structured in a way that there's HR, they'll even give you health insurance. If you need a psychologist or therapist, like you're saying, go see one. But strength shouldn't be alluded or paired with oppression or bossiness. That is not the strength that we are talking about today. We are talking about strength that comes truly from being secured in yourself and valuing yourself as a woman, understanding your worth, right? So now that we've established that, I want us to talk about the dangers of being strong, superwoman. Me, I have a problem of I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Independence. Like, I will figure it out. Even if it takes me years. Once I said I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to do it. But what are the dangers I could find myself in, emotionally, because of that attitude of I can do all things? Or even after that, we can talk about it spiritually.
Yeah, Barbara, that's a good question, though. This question is like you are directing it to me, because for years I've always seen myself to be strong. Nothing can bring me down. If you've
seen
me,
it all.
I've seen it all. If you dare me, I will pray the hell out of you. The hell out of you, and that kind of thing, until I was hit. So one thing that you should know, calling yourself strong, that one day you will burn out.
Yeah.
That it will come to a point that you will see yourself failing and
woefully,
you get to that point that you would ask yourself, what is going on? What happened?
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
You would forget that all the things that you've been harboring, all the things that you've been taking in, all the without not, realizing that it will all sum up to hit you hard.
You realize that we are not so strong after all. That your strength is not strength. There's strength over strength that you need.
Because one day, it will come to a point where you will be like, did I really take in all this?
Yeah.
And at that point, you might not even have someone to be there for you.
Yeah.
Because whenever you feel you are strong, you think you are on top of the world.
Yeah.
You are above everyone. Hey, bring it on, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Bring it on, I didn't even see you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, I can overcome it.
Mommy, I remember you used to threaten us. My mom used to threaten us that she would pray prayer that you sorry, Bill.
Oh no, I'll never say that.
Oh no, I'm just joking.
Why would I tell my child?
No. You used to threaten us that you pray. Any small thing is prayer that we used to get threatened in this house.
Of course,
that I'll pray.
That's my tools.
Until the unthinkable happens. So the question that you ask yourself,
unthinkable? No, when you say that I used to threaten you guys with prayer, it means that there was a point my prayer was working. And you
so
guys
you
have
believe?
evidence.
No, what I'm trying to say is, say prayer dear 1-to-1. A free night call. It's you and God. You understand?
Visa to God.
Hey, free passage
to God.
But then it's got to it's you yourself. You just admitted to it that you realize that no, that access that you have to God, no, the power be chain power.
Oh. There's an invasion.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Reality,
no matter how powerful
you.
Somebody is powerful than you,
reality.
No matter what you think, somebody already have been there. So one thing that I want the strong woman to know, no matter how strong you are, you have a limit.
Yeah.
And so get to that point that you know yourself that this is my limit. I can't take it anymore. I just have to give up my tools. I just have to find me. I just have to find me and be me, and just close your ears and eyes. Whatever everybody says, you don't care. It doesn't really matter to you. It's all about you.
Yeah.
Because
what about spiritually though?
No,
the danger of being too strong spiritually.
The danger of being strong. A time will come that you think your prayers are not working. God is not even there. Or with all my sacrifices, why am I still going through this? With all my prayers, why did I have to go through this? With everything that I do to make sure my marriage is working, why is it not working? All these things would hit you.
Yeah.
And when you start to doubt yourself, you are gradually shrinking. You are going down. So
you will get to the point where you even stop praying.
You give up
because now you believe in yourself so much that like let me use you again. You believe in yourself so much that me and God we are like this. Then something hits you. You realize that no. You are angry with God. You can get to that point. You become depressed. You are looking for answers and
suicidal.
Where's that
you
God?
even want to kill yourself because your God has shamed you and all that. You feel ashamed. You don't want people to even see you because they all see you as the strong woman. I remember I had a situation. I told one of my members about it. He said, "Oh my God, it is good that you have solved this problem. What would the church think about? Because you are seen as strong, and now why you?"
Yeah.
So when she said that to me, it hits me though. I said, she's not even thinking of the problem I went through.
Yeah.
She's thinking about how people would think that I went through that problem.
It's always about people. People that we've created, society that doesn't even exist.
So it's like
they don't even care about
I came out of this problem and you are not happy for me, but you are rather, worried that if the members would hear I had this problem, that means I was powerless.
Yes.
So this is something that I want people to know. God is the only one that has
the ultimate
ultimate power.
Yes.
We are men.
Almighty.
We are men.
Yeah.
And in as much as we are men, we have limits
Yes.
to what we can do and what we cannot.
Yes.
And so we should always prioritize ourselves. You should be the only person before anything.
But mommy, do you think that we should also show softness?
Softness in some point is good.
Mm.
Sometimes it's being considerate.
Mm-hmm.
To be soft doesn't make you stupid. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make you sometimes you just allow sleeping dogs to lie. It doesn't make you stupid. It just will solve a problem for a time being. But mostly you should speak up. You should be willing to pour out what is burning inside of you.
Be vulnerable sometimes. And ask for help.
Ask for help.
Yeah.
You see, people don't ask of help because of that stigma, because of because already people has this mindset. Oh, she's like this, she's like that. And to you are on the defense side. I won't let them know that I will fail. I won't fail for them to laugh at me. I will prove them that I'm strong. I'll prove to them that I can pray and God will shake the unshakable.
Oh.
Then you keep praying and fasting. I remember my story. There was a point I fasted. I could fast like 100 days, 40 days, 30 days, 21 days, 40. I remember years back, this should be 2011 or 2011. I fasted no food, no water for 10 days. The 11th day, I passed out. I passed out. Ask me if that fasting I did, whatever I was seeking, if it solved. It persisted for years. That is the truth.
Oh God.
So I'm not saying people should not love God. I'm not saying people should not put their faith in God. I'm not saying they should not pray and believe in God. There should be an extent where a man can access. It's not everything that is
because God
available
speaks
for
through
man.
Because God speaks through men.
But God speaks through men. And there's a limit where a man can access. You cannot access everything. I fasted till I passed out. But that situation still persisted for years. So at the end of the day, I wasn't all powerful, all spiritual, all knowing. It is only the ultimate God.
I remember one cup. I don't know if I bought it for you or I saw it somewhere, and they said I don't need Google because my mom knows everything.
I know, right? I know. So look, today I have learned so much. I have learned from my own past mistakes, lessons, things that I endured, pains that I have to go through, believing something that does not exist, thinking that you have made it here and you haven't even gotten quarter of it.
That feeling of I've arrived.
And the sad thing is, whilst you think you are building something, others are behind you and digging it out. So you build. There's a saying in Chi, and so they are right behind you, smiling and eating with you and doing everything. Meanwhile, whilst they are bringing it down, like tearing it down. You are building, they are tearing it down. So that is when you need to be wise. You need to be wise in doing everything in life. Because we there's a time in your life that everything will come to a standstill.
Nothing will make sense.
Nothing will make sense. And so when Solomon said in the scripture that everything is vanity, he really knows what he's talking about. Because when you work hard and get all the money in this world, what's next?
What's next? It's true.
When you hate someone to the point that you want the person's life gone, like it should be out of this world. When the person dies and is gone, what's next? When somebody labor for her home and you want to come in and break it and take charge, what next?
What's next? After you've gotten it.
After you've gotten it, what's next?
Vanity.
And so we need to understand that nothing is permanent though, because things are temporal. But the good thing is when you really know what you want and stand tall for it and achieve that, you beat your chest. You are proud of what you have done. But it's not the end of it all. That's not the end of the world.
It's not the
You
end
know?
of the world.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I love that. Nothing is too big for God to
Mm-mm.
solve.
Mm-mm.
And in closing, I want us to look at, we've talked about strength in the workplace, in the house. Personally, I want us to look at strength from God's perspective, right? Look at the story of Jesus. Jesus is the strongest man on earth. Yes, forget Samson. Forget Guinness World Record, strongest man, whatever. Jesus is the strongest man who came on earth because Jesus is God. And he's the God of strength, God of power, right? When you look at the story of Jesus, the Bible says that Jesus wept.
Even him.
Even him. So I will let you answer that part, but Jesus wept, which means that it's okay for you to be vulnerable. It's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to let your guard down sometimes. You are walking down this road, it seems like you are alone, but you are not alone. Just allow God, So I just want you to speak to that woman. What is God telling that woman who feels like she's carrying the weight of the world? She has nobody to speak to. All her friends have deserted her, or even if she has friends, she doesn't know which friend to go to. Her husband is not there for her. She doesn't have a husband. She's praying for something.
Wow. So one thing we need to understand is that God is a good God.
Yeah.
Regardless, God is a good God. And like you said, it is okay to cry sometimes. It is okay to let go sometimes. Because sometimes when you let certain things go, good things comes. And so it is okay when you lose something, just hope for a good thing to come back. It is okay to fail. When you fail, it is not the end of the world. In fact, a test, when you are tested and you fail, it means that there's room for correction. Go and correct it and start again. And so don't force it. Don't let it be. There's a saying in Twi, chin, you have to make it.
By hook or crook.
By hook or crook.
In English.
You have to make it. And so when you do that, you are forcing yourself to be where God has not aligned you to be. And that is when confusion will come. That is when you get absorbed. That is when you would drown, shrink, And so it is okay.
You lose yourself.
It is okay. Just take a break. Find yourself. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Am I walking in my purpose? If not, what can I do to align myself? Because God is all about fulfilling your timelines. And there's time for each and every one of us. Maybe this is my time to shine. It doesn't mean I'm better than you. But all I need is support me. Don't feel bitter about me shining today. Because tomorrow it will be your day shining. And when it's your time shining, I should be applauding you. I should be happy for you. I should be a support team for you. So that together we can move, and change destinies and change lives. So when we feel like it's all about me, I have to be seen. It's only me who can do it.
Who matters.
A time is coming. When that time comes, and you look back and see that you have wasted time that you could have used it to multiply. You use it in something that is small. And so I want you to know, I have been there. No matter how strong you are, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how rich you are, a time is coming, you lose that strength, you lose that beauty, you lose that money. And when all this is gone, what do you do?
What do you have left?
What do you do? I have been there. I used to think, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm strong. And when I was faced with challenges, I looked at my face and I cried. Is it me?
that beautiful?
Is that beautiful? Prophetess
Smallish,
Mabel Zango.
petite woman.
What happened to the beauty that God gave me?
Yeah.
It is all gone for a time being. You know, until I found myself and rebuild
It's not gone,
myself.
it's still there. The
And
beauty
rebuild
is there.
myself
Mhm.
because I build it again.
Yeah.
Because God is a God that is a second chance God.
Yes.
And so a woman alone is not, your ability alone is not to endure, but you also have the ability to rebuild. To rise again, or to rise above that challenge, to evolve, to transform,
Yes.
and you know, to become what God wants you to be. And so I call upon every woman,
Yes.
whatever you are going through, it's just a matter of time. Find yourself,
Found
know who
yourself.
you are,
Yeah.
walk in that in that self, you know, capacity that I am who I am, and I can do all things through Christ that strengthens
Yes,
you.
I can do
God
all
bless
things.
you, Barbara.
Hey, I can do all things. I truly believe it. I truly.
Yeah,
Philippians
yeah.
4:13.
Yeah.
I can do all things through
Christ.
Christ who strengthens me.
Yeah.
And so, if you're watching us, you are a woman and you are a builder. Keep that in mind. And Mommy used to say this, she's forgotten, that faith is not a journey, it's a destination.
Faith is not a destination, it's
It's
a journey.
Hey,
It's
hey,
not a
I've
destination.
switched it, forgive me.
So faith is a journey.
Not a destination.
So if you have faith, don't think you can command the mountains to
Yes,
be gone and
yes,
it's gone.
yes.
You need to understand that it's a journey. You need time to build upon it until you get to where you are going.
Where you are
And so it's a
going.
journey.
Yes. So faith is a journey, not a destination.
That's
Correct. So don't think that because you are at a point in your life where things are not working the way they are supposed to work, it's over for you. Delay is not denial, in Mommy's words. Try as many times as possible till you get it right. And
It's okay to be
it's
strong.
okay to cry. It's okay to let go. It's okay to be yourself. Let go of the mask, and God will lead you. He will guide you. If you think this conversation was beneficial to you or helpful, then you need to be at the Woman But a Builder conference happening May 23rd, just a few weeks or days, depending on when you're watching this video from you or from us. It's going to be at the Lancaster Accra Hotel, May 23rd, and the time is 10 a.m. prompt. We have amazing, powerful women of God, such as, of course, our host, Prophetess Mabel Zango. We have Reverend Cynthia Macaulay, and we have Reverend Dr. Charlotte Edupoku. We are going to have a Q&A session where you get to ask questions, just like how I'm interacting with Mommy here, to have your questions answered and have solutions to your problems, because with God all things are possible. So be there and be squared. Until next time, see you.